This show is for Larry Allen, one of the greatest offensive linemen to ever play the game. We will do our tribute to him at the end of the show today. But we got some other stuff to talk about, including, God forbid, the NBA Finals. Don't ask me why. Let's go. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! Yikes!
Welcome to Tuesday.
Here we go with the buttons again. Good morning. Welcome to the tripped out Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning, even though I'm having pizza for breakfast. Yes, pizza for breakfast. Hey, Speedway offered it. I took it.
It's not a bad thing, man. You can actually get a good breakfast pizza.
which is what I've had 2 slices of.
Absolutely.
I had breakfast
bacon,
pizza,
sausage.
y'all.
This actually leads us to a very interesting conversation I had with a friend of mine. You ever notice that when you get older, the certain things that you were told as a kid that you cannot do, those are the first things you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
Like, you can't have pizza for breakfast. Oh, no.
Bull.
You can't have pancakes for dinner. Oh, no.
Look.
You can't have pancakes for dinner. Tell that to the New Day.
Right?
Listen, Victor, how many times do we have pancakes for dinner when we were living together?
We almost had it like almost every day for like almost a whole week. For a whole week.
When Jody and I first got together, that was one of the first things she asked me. She says, "Do you mind pancakes for dinner?" Hell no, I love pancakes.
Right? There's no wrong time to eat pancakes.
Thank you. We proved that on a rain out. Victor and I proved that on a rain out.
Man,
we sat in the field house at Ho Chunk for 2.5 hours.
Yes.
Doing trivia. Then Fran finally called the games.
Yeah, we started out. We got through a game and a half.
Yeah, literally a game and a half.
Game and a half, and then the rain, petered off a little bit. They came back full force,
Mm-hmm.
and it got so bad everyone just stayed in the field house. And so Snowman started throwing trivia, and everybody got involved. I mean, parents,
Man, that sounds like
kids.
something I would do.
Man, we were throwing trivia around. The parents started throwing some trivia around. We were just having a good old time. And then we saw the dreaded curtain of red when you look at a Doppler radar. And Fran said, there ain't no way we getting these games in. And the next day was even worse. We couldn't even get those games in. So basically, we got paid for the full day, actually. That's how great that guy was.
Yep.
And me and someone like, well, what are we going to do now? And someone like, pancakes?
Oh, hell yeah.
Pancakes, let's go.
We flew to IHOP, and there was a crowd in there. And I'll tell you about that crowd in a minute. There was a crowd in there, and Victor and I came in. We were both soaked. All right.
Yeah, we were.
We had to walk through the rain to get to the car. We were soaked. So we get in, we get settled, and the waitress, lovely waitress, comes by. She says, what would you guys like? And right on cue, Victor and I turned to her and yelled, pancakes!
Pancakes.
Nice.
Scared the daylights out of her. And a church had just let out for their Saturday service.
Yeah, that's the crowd I was talking about.
Yep. Them church folks, they was ready for their pancakes.
Yep.
Glad we got in when we did. I'm glad we got in when we did. Went home and zonked out.
Yes, we did. As soon as we got done. Now, Snowman
home, passed out, slept until morning.
Yes, indeed. Now, Snowman, we got
about right.
We got some business to take care of.
Okay. May as well. At the end of the show today, we will do our tribute to the now late Larry Allen.
Yeah.
The Hall of Fame offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys. We'll do that.
This hits me because of the fact that this is not only a Cowboy, but also an offensive lineman, something I used to do when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah.
And
hits me too, because he was one of the best I ever watched.
Right.
Hey, I used to be a quarterback. I appreciate the OL. Trust me.
It's like these type of things. Like, if I could just take the Dallas Cowboys and just show them clips of Larry Allen, I'm like, this is what y'all need to emulate, y'all. This is what you guys need to emulate.
He's the biggest reason Troy Aikman wasn't as hurt as much as anyone else would have wanted.
Yes.
Well, we may as well do it now. Larry Allen passed away yesterday at age 52. And we're sitting here talking about him and how great he was. And I would never forget part of his Hall of Fame speech when he talked about his wife. And God bless him, he had me cracking up when he said, on our first date, she cooked for me. She cooked me 2 chickens, French fries, baked me a cake, and then gave me a 40-ounce. I heard that, and I'm dying.
And you'll wonder why he married her.
That's a keeper.
You'll wonder why he married her.
Y'all wonder why I married. Listen, y'all wonder why I married Jody.
Like,
all right.
She made you 2 chickens.
2 chickens. Not 1, 2. Not a piece of chicken either.
No, 2
whole ass chickens. When he described that, I was dying. Well, it sounds like something Jody would do for me. But man, we love you, Larry. You were every bit of that 90s Cowboys, of those 90s Cowboys teams. Every bit of it.
And how?
And you couldn't mention that O-line, Tuane, Newton, Derek Kennard at center, and then you get to Larry Allen at right guard, and of course Eric Williams on the right side at the right tackle position. Jeffrey Massey's in the house with us. He says R.I.P. to the big fella. Absolutely.
Oh yes, indeed.
Danny Fuller's with us. All this pancake talk. I'm going to IHOP. Catch you later. No time for sports talk.
Hey man. I don't blame you. That
I don't either. I don't. Listen, Larry Allen was the king of pancake blocks. Why don't we just tie it all together and say it the way it needs to be said? Larry Allen was the king of pancake blocks. I mean, imagine you are a right defensive tackle, and you get your assignment.
And it's Larry Allen.
It's the great Larry Allen.
I'm calling in sick. I can't do it.
I gotta tackle. I gotta take on him. Oh,
nah, can't do it. Nope, I can't do it.
I'm throwing up right there.
I'm sick.
I can't do it. Y'all gonna have to replace me on the defense. No. And then Larry Allen proceeds to wear your ass out for 60 minutes.
Man,
well,
they need to listen. If I had ever taken on Larry Allen, they would have to bring me into the locker room on a stretcher.
After they spatulated you up off the ground.
After they spatulated me up off the ground. Absolutely. Jeffrey Massey again. They were smashing cats back in the day. Real talk. Yeah, they were. That whole offensive line, that's how you build a team. Listen up, Chicago Bears. You had this once upon a time. Offensive line. Damn it.
Well, allow me to do my job.
Mark Tuinei, Nate Newton, John Giesick, Mark Stepnoski, and Derek Kennard, all at center. Of course, the great Larry Allen at right guard and Eric Williams out of Central State at right tackle. They built that.
Yeah.
And Larry Allen, my God. Listen, Larry Allen to me made one of the greatest plays ever. And this was, let me find it. This was his rookie year. Yeah, this is his rookie year. And unfortunately, I don't think I have it. But they were playing New Orleans. They're playing the New Orleans Saints. And Aikman throws a pass that was tipped and then intercepted by Darian Connor, who's a linebacker. Now, keep this in mind. Darian Connor, a linebacker, is flying down the field. Okay? You're thinking, okay, pick six. New Orleans is going to score.
Right.
Guess who chased him down? Larry Allen chased him down. And he didn't even get a running start. One of the greatest plays I've ever seen. He prevented Larry Allen, the man-child himself, prevented a pick six.
Yes, indeed.
And shocked everybody.
You're like, where in the world did you come from?
Exactly. It's like Andre Miller and Derrick Rose. Andre Miller thought he had a layup, and then Derrick Rose comes out of nowhere. Pow! Blocked it out of bounds.
Yep.
Put it in the third row.
You're like, where did you come from? Hold on.
Exactly. It's like one of Victor's favorite matchups, Michael Vick versus Brian Urlacher.
Oh, my God.
On a Sunday night football game. It looked like Mike Vick was going to cruise in for a touchdown, and then pow! The absolute blank was knocked out of him.
The monster, the midway, BU, Brian Urlacher.
Doggone it.
And those type of things you miss when you have those like the people you
don't
miss.
Get me started on things that we miss.
The Bears miss that type of presence in the middle of the
and they'll never have it. And given the state of their organization, they'll never have it again.
No, they will not.
They'll never have it again.
No, and they won't even get.
Unfortunately, as much as I hate to say this, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say this, neither will the Cowboys.
Nope. No.
Neither will the Cowboys.
Because as soon as Micah Parsons, starts to wind down his career, they're not going to get that presence back.
Listen, now, before you run that, Before you run
Go
that
ahead.
clip, Brian, I do have Larry's stats sitting here in front of me.
Oh, let me have it.
197 games played in his 14-year career between Dallas and the last two seasons, 06-07, with your San Francisco 49ers.
Mhm.
4 fumble recoveries, Super Bowl champion, number 30.
Mhm.
6-time first-team All-Pro between 96 and 01. Second-team All-Pro in 95. 11-time Pro Bowler, 95 to 01, and then 03 to 06. NFL All-90s Decade Team and All-2000s Decade Team, and the 100th Anniversary All-Time Team. Alongside the PFWA All-Rookie Team in 1994 and the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all remember that play I just mentioned? Here it is.
Also, what's up, Sick Biggie? That is a big man, too.
That is a semi-truck with a Ferrari motor, if I ever saw one.
Take a look at the replay.
He just dumped the clutch and took off.
Take a look. They're going to show that he didn't get a running start either.
No, he just turned and burned.
There it is.
Right side of the screen.
There's the bat. There's the pick. Now he's got a lane. And look at that on the far left side. And he's just chugging along. Pow!
He literally turned and bolted like he dumped the clutch.
Yeah, he did.
I can't get over that.
I mean, he went from a dead start chasing down a linebacker.
Mm-hmm. I thought there was no way he was going to chase him down.
And he was what, 285 at the time?
No, 3 1/4.
He was 3 1/4, and
He was 3 1/4.
Yeah, semi-truck with
He
a
was
Ferrari
3
motor.
He was 3 1/4. Hey, folks, that video courtesy of ABC Monday Night Football, Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, and Dan Deerdorf was on the call. That, of course, Larry Allen's rookie year, 1994, in the Superdome in New Orleans. If you like what you see in here, do me a favor. Drop us a cash app to Tallman, $Tallman Dr. K50 to help keep this channel going. But you don't mess with Larry Allen.
No, you don't.
No.
You just don't mess with Larry Allen. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, unfortunately, we have to break down the NBA World Championship. And I'm going to put it.
Celtics in 5. There, it's broken down. Let's move on.
No, the way you said, unfortunately, we have to break down.
Celtics in 5. Let's move on.
Find the lie, Victor. Find the lie. We'll be back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
We were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time RVers.
Yeah, we were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business, also just make some awesome friends.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now.
Call 800-418-8650. Call now.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals, chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
The original Think Drink is back. Level up with proven ingredients formulated to crush your competition. No gimmicks, no jitters, no messing around. Just high-potency results that keep you moving day or night. There's a new nerd in town, and we came to play. Nerd Focus, smarter than energy.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
27 after the hour, we got Jasion DeCanio coming on at 10:35 to talk some baseball. But unfortunately, we have to talk NBA Finals. Why do I say unfortunately? Because this is going to be a short series.
Celtics in 5.
4.
I'm trying to be nice. We know Dallas is probably.
I'm not being nice.
I know you want anarchy.
I want total and complete anarchy. I want your Celtics to destroy the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, so don't I, but I'm being realistic about it. We all know Dallas is at least going to try to get one at home.
Guess what I said before?
They're not.
They're going to get one at home. They're going to get one.
There's no chance they're going to get either one of the first two in the Garden. Come on now.
Yeah, they'll go to Dallas 0-2.
Okay. So for the sake of argument, we all agree at least 5 games. Okay, at most.
It ends in Boston.
Yeah, it ends in Boston. It'll probably be.
I wanted to end in Dallas.
1-2.
Just so it could just to piss him off. I wanted to end it because I'm sick and tired of these Mavericks fans that come out of the woodwork and they know nothing about the Mavericks history, but all of a sudden, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving guide them to the final. Oh my God! Look at the man! Shut up! You don't know a doggone thing about the history of the Dallas Mavericks and what they had to go through to get to this point. You don't know about the history of the Mavericks that contain Mark Aguirre and Brad Davis and James Donaldson and the many times they had to face the Lakers in the playoffs. Huh? You don't know about the time in 1984 when the Mavericks had the home court advantage and they got beat by the Seattle Supersonics.
Tony Chimmel right there, anyone?
Shut up.
I mean,
That's why I'm hoping for a sweep to shut these pseudo Maverick fans up.
Some don't even know the warpath that was going on in 2011, 2010 with Dirk and the Kid.
Look, I love Dirk Nowitzki. I love the fact that the Mavericks kicked LeBron and the Miami Heat in the mouth. I love when that happened. I love when that happened. And I hope LeBron never plays for a championship again. Ever.
Well, he hasn't yet. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not supposed to. Now, according to a lot of people, I'm not supposed to say anything like that, but I'm saying it anyway. I don't care. I say Boston gets a sweep and beats Dallas in Dallas, close them out, and let's go home.
My only slight concern is the health of Porzingis. I mean, we still don't know if he's going to be able to go game one.
Y'all kicked Indiana's ass without Porzingis.
Yeah.
Okay? Y'all kicked Indiana's ass without Porzingis.
Yeah, but we really don't have that stopper around the rim, and Dallas has been able to drive on people, so that's the only concern I've got.
Well, you do what you do against Indiana. Keep them out on the perimeter. That's how you solve that. You keep Dallas out on the perimeter. You force them to chuck up threes, which they can't hit on a consistent rate anyway.
True.
Right?
I mean, we could let Luka go off or whatever he's going to go off on, shut down everybody else, and watch Tatum and Jaylen Brown go doggone deep and go 30 a game.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is, the Boston Celtics are deep.
Very.
The Boston Celtics are deep. That's what I'm counting on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Victor was laughing at me a few moments ago when I said, unfortunately, we have to break down the NBA World Championship. And yes, I said unfortunate. Why? My simple question is, from the grand scheme of things, does anybody really give 2/5 of a half of a flying damn?
No. Grand scheme of things, no.
Probably not the grand scheme of things. But you still got people in Dallas who are like, look, this is as close as we getting right now. Let us have this.
If they wouldn't cheer on the Texas Rangers,
let us have this.
Let us have this, my ass. Let us have this, my ass.
We're not gonna get. They're not gonna get anywhere near a Super Bowl. Let us.
Nope.
We didn't get it. We didn't get a chance.
You didn't cheer on the Texas Rangers, for God's sakes.
Yeah, we know the Rangers are finally going to get their act together before long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dallas Stars got bounced out.
Man, the Dallas Stars got creamed. Okay? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at the top of the second hour. Right now, let's go from the stretch as we welcome to the crew the one and the only Jason DeCanio, and he joins us right now. How are you, Jason?
I'm fine, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right, now I'm here. Hey,
there you are. I had to push an extra button. I forgot about that.
What's happening, Jason?
Yo,
okay.
All right. We're getting hot and humid. Well, not humid, but we're hot in Florida right now. Summertime is officially here. It is officially June. Hurricane season is here, so please stay safe. But enjoy your pool. Go to the beach. Avoid Disney because
please avoid Disney.
It's going to be a complete cluster.
Go to the beach, man. Go to Crystal River. Do something else, man. There's plenty.
Go down to Clearwater.
Right. There you go. Tampa Bay. And
avoid Disney at all costs. And
go to Daytona.
I mean, avoid Disney at all costs, not only from a visiting standpoint, but from a visual standpoint with 4 little letters. And I think y'all know what those letters are.
Yeah.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Exactly.
That, and then don't forget you got NBC and Universal. So you got ABC with Disney, Universal with NBC's. It don't get any better, does it?
No.
Really.
Ooh.
Especially with the NBC getting the NBA back. Good Lord.
Oh Christ! Really?
12 years too late.
Oh my God!
Right.
That's all I got to say.
TNT. Yeah, I know that they're breaking up the boys.
They
Ernie
are.
Smith,
Why?
Shaq
Why?
and Charles and
EJ.
Yeah, Kenny Smith. Oh my God! It's like that tradition of TNT, my friend, is just that was probably one of the best commentary groups of the NBA.
So they're just going to force
easily
me.
one of the best pregame shows out there ever.
So they're going to force me to create. So they're just going to force me to create a better one.
Let's do it.
That's cool.
Huh?
All right. Now we talk baseball. And I know I'm going to wind up asking this every week, and it's going to make Jason laugh. And you know where I'm going first. What the hell happened to your Mets?
Well, we did win yesterday. We did win yesterday by some sheer miracle, even though
I saw the highlights.
Almost upset us again. Do you realize we just have an 8th, 9th inning problem? We were great in the beginning. We could score 3, 4, 5 runs. It don't matter. And then when we get to the 8th and 9th inning, we totally almost blow it again.
Sounds like you guys need a better back half of the bullpen.
Well,
they need a better pitching staff, including a bullpen, period, because when they went into this season, it was in shambles then. It was in shambles in the preseason.
Ottavino ain't it.
No. And Reed Garrett and Foley. Foley, I don't even know. David Peterson. I mean, come on. These guys are, I don't know about half of these guys on it, except for Diaz, but Diaz is even in his own slump, and he's even, coming through. But I think they sparked a little bit of something from somebody last week before they played Arizona. Yet they won 2 out of 4. But you don't lose on Darryl Strawberry Day. You don't lose on Darryl Strawberry Day, and they just totally.
And they lost on Darryl Strawberry Day.
They lost the last 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, to the D-backs, and I'm like, really, guys, you're on a 2-game winning streak. You're finally showing what kind of team you really are, and you blow it on DS Day. This is just.
I should ask, why are we surprised? But then that's a common question.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a common question.
My thing is are we even going to win 70 games this year? Can't even.
Y'all will have a better record than my White Sox. All right, let me just let me go ahead and put that out there. But the one thing I like about what the White Sox are doing, they're developing their farm system again.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to be a few years. I've already accepted that. But I do have a funny story to tell you, speaking of the White Sox, and Victor and I told this last week. When we were doing travel baseball, there was a White Sox game on, and they were playing the Cubs.
The Scrubs, huh? Nice.
I hate the Cubs.
Well, here's the thing.
I hate them. I hate them with an unbridled passion.
Was doing his job. When Snowman was doing his thing at Ho Chunk, this is before he brought me on. And I got to thank you for that, because there was some great years that we got a chance to call some really good baseball.
You are welcome. He
woke me up out of a dead sleep.
I did.
Because I'm like, it's Saturday. I don't have to go nowhere. I'll go sleep in. Screw it.
And I showed up.
And then I get a phone call, and all he said was, "Talk to me."
Yeah.
Hello? Like,
Victor's half asleep.
What do you mean, talk to you? You know what happened? Like, no, I don't. I just woke up, literally. Who's playing today? I have no idea. The Sox are playing the Cubs. Oh, right.
That woke him up.
So,
sure did.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing I love more than seeing the Cubs lose, is the Cubs lose to the White Sox.
Oh yeah,
I love seeing the Cubs lose. I love seeing the Cubs blow it.
So I get into the game. It's 6-5. It's not looking good.
No.
the Sox. And my girlfriend at the time called me. So I'm like, I'm going to make a conference out of this. Screw it. So now she's on the line. Snowman's on the other line. I'm just talking. I'm doing my thing, calling as best I can. Meanwhile, I can hear everything on Snowman's end. All these Cub fans just like a peacock.
God, they were letting me have it. They were letting me have it.
Oh my God. Like peacocks. They're like, we about to bring it home. We about to win this one. We about to win this one. It was 6-5. And out comes AJ Pierzynski.
And then AJ Pierzynski shows up.
And there were none. Good night, sweet prince.
So I'm saying the only thing that can possibly happen right now is if they get a couple of guys on and they pull in a couple of runs. They will tie the game.
Yeah.
And then
one runner gets on. Uh-oh. Two runners go on. Uh-oh.
Right now, it's like set the tone here, right?
And then and then AJ Pierzynski comes in and on a 1-1 pitch.
I got you from here, Victor.
Do it.
On a 1-1 pitch. Victor's in my ear. I'm holding my breath. There are Cub fans next to me, roaring. Okay, but they're also nervous. All the Sox fans were in the field house. All the Cub fans were next to me because their team was playing, and I had to call on the field. Well, everything was going okay for the Cubs,
until
then this happened.
Now Pierzynski with 2 outs, top of the ninth. Wall hit, right field. White Sox take the lead. AJ Pierzynski says, "Take that, Cubs fans."
Called by the great Kenny Albert.
Yes, indeed.
But man,
when
that happened, I lost it.
Man.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, folks, no matter who's playing at any given time, you could be up by so much, and then you could completely blow it towards the end of the game.
Absolutely.
You just threw the game away. And I can't tell you, we've seen so many games, not just the Mets, but you know, all across the league this year, everybody's been throwing away some game one after the other. And the good teams are not taking advantage of it. The bad teams are just soaking it in, saying, what the heck are we doing?
And you're left scratching your head. You're like, why did we do that? Like, we had the game won. Why did you do that?
I cannot tell you how many times.
I don't know why. Is there a conspiracy that we don't know about in any sport right now? Because, you know, and you guys were talking about the NBA Finals with Boston and Dallas, and saying you're generous enough to give Dallas at least one game. I would say I'm not watching basketball anymore because I'm just sick and tired of the Boston Celtics. I'm never going to do what they set out to do, because right now they just need to wipe the slate clean and get rid of every one of their players. And I don't know, maybe even do double A league. I don't even know. Maybe even double A league.
Wow.
I'm telling you, when you only win, 25, 30 games tops, and you go on a 12-game losing streak, forget about it, man.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong, because I watched those Locked On Nets podcasts, and I can tell you those guys really had nothing much to talk about every night except, what are we going to do? How are we going to fix this?
Hey, I'm the residential lone Cowboys fan on this group. I know what that feels.
I'm a Cowboys fan too, but yes, I know I'm a Jets fan and a Rams fan and I'm all day. But I can follow the Cowboys just as much as anybody out there, and I'm sick and tired of the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm sick and tired of the 49ers. The same.
Hey.
It's might as well just have Super Bowl next year and go.
Wait a minute. You can't get that mad And you can't get that mad because y'all came to Santa Clara and we put a foot in your ass.
I know. A spur, whatever you want to call
Hey,
it.
and you're a Rams fan. Listen, you got double whammy.
Yeah.
I'm a Patriots fan. How do you think I feel over here?
Wait a minute.
Fair enough.
Now, wait a minute. You Patriots fans have had 20 years of great football and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, so you got nothing to complain
Hey,
about.
I grew up in the days of Bledsoe and Parcells. Shut up about that a second.
There you go.
I was going to take
I'll take
consideration.
my notes anytime, but I'll tell you what, you still had 20 great years with Brady and
We want more, damn it.
you never
Wait. Here's where I get even. Here's where I get even with Shane. Here's where I get even with Shane. All I have to do is remind Shane that his team has to come out to Santa Clara.
I already know we're screwed. I'm already chalking that up as one of the losses we're taking this season.
Wait a minute, Jason. We were doing like we did a feature on the primetime games right after the schedule was released. Mm-hmm. And before I went on, I get a phone call from Victor, and there's steam coming out of his ears. I said, Victor, what's wrong? He said, we're going to talk about the schedule today, right? Yes. Yeah. He says, don't you mention week 8. And I didn't know what happened, like week 8. So what do you think I did?
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
So what do you think I did when we went on the air?
Talk about week 8.
Week 8. Cowboys at 49ers. And I just see Victor in my mind going, oh no.
Like you knew exactly what I was talking about.
I know. I couldn't deny it.
I always say just give the 49ers and the Chiefs the Super Bowl chance and let them forget about the 17 weeks, forget about the play. Give the guys the rest of the day, the football season. Let them have Christmas and Thanksgiving with them, right? And let's just have a 49ers Chiefs season. I mean, come on. That's not asking much.
Might as well.
Same thing with Boston. Give it Boston and Denver, or Boston and whoever is in the West, God willing. If anybody does come out of the West, Boston is the dynasty.
This is how much my wife loves me. She got me this.
49ers.
She got me this for Valentine's Day.
That's beautiful.
Now,
she got me that. Listen, folks, she got me that for Valentine's Day. Even though she teases me relentlessly about there being only one team in the house, and that, of course, is the Indianapolis Colts. She's a big fan of the Colts. I too am a fan of the Colts because my little daughter was born at Peyton Manning Hospital. But in 2021, the Colts played the 49ers in Santa Clara. My wife was jacked up about the game, and she even said, "We can turn it into a little vlog." You're on. There was one problem. My poor wife was so exhausted from the previous week that when the kickoff happened, that's as far as she got. Because she fell right to sleep. She
was so tired out.
She was exhausted, and she zonked out. Woke up the next day, and she says, "You didn't happen to watch the game, did you?" I said, "Colts won 30-21." And she went, "What?" I said, "Yeah." She says, "Where was I?" "Asleep."
And
she was out.
I'll tell you what, I do that a lot too. I don't even watch a game. I don't even listen to a game, and they win. As soon as I listen to something, they lose. So maybe
that's how we all feel.
I'm the jinx to my team's not having a fantastic season. Maybe that's the cause of it. But you know what? People would say, don't blame yourself, Jason. It's them. It's on them. I'm like, yeah, but I'm a fan. And I will always be a fan. And that's the thing that we have to tell everybody. We are diehard fans of whoever we're following. And we have respect, get respect, give it. But don't, but there's times when we don't even get it because a lot of people say, man, you slam it too much. And it's like, but I know. But I'm to the point where it's like, I'm not going to listen and I'm not going to follow. I will just see the highlights and make my judgments on that. And when you ask me about how I'm knowing about these games and everything, I still watch the highlights. But not going to listen to the same old stuff if we're on a losing streak. And look, we're 10 games under 500. We're on a 1-game winning streak, but we got to win more. We can't do 1 and lose 5, then win 1 and lose 7, and then win 1 and lose 20. No, you can't. That's inconsistency.
Exactly.
Tell the Cubs that, will you, please?
But unfortunately, also
your White Sox too, man.
That too, man. The season's a wash.
Speaking of inconsistency, as far as I can tell, let's talk about my 500 Boston Red Sox right now and the lack of offense we have.
No.
I mean, we have a great pitching staff.
You don't.
Our ERA is one of the league leading as a staff.
What month is it?
June.
Talk to me in September.
Yeah.
My point being is, what would we have to do to get our offense better at this point?
Sign Mookie Betts.
Pray to the baseball gods. That's it.
Snowman, why do you have to keep coming for my nuts like that? I mean, come on, dog.
He always hits below
my next 3 words. Find the lie. Right? Look, we don't have a chance in hell. I already gave up after watching the first series of the season when we lost to the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, you just threw up your hands like
the sorriest team besides the Cubs, the sorriest team in baseball, the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah,
we got swept by the Tigers. I wrote the season off then.
Yeah,
you threw the whole season away.
I threw the whole season away after we got swept. After we got swept by the Detroit Tigers at home in front of 40,000 people, I threw the season away. I said, I'm done. I was done. But like you, Jason, I watch the highlights and make my assessments from there.
Yeah. Only fair.
I haven't called a baseball game. Well, I haven't called a baseball game since I sat in for Jason Joseph doing Phillies baseball, and right now the Phillies are just knocking everybody over.
So the Yankees too, and I was just about to say 42-19. The Yankees and the Phillies own baseball right now.
Yeah, but the Yankees are going to choke.
It is the Yankees at 42-19 and the Phillies at 42-19. Unstoppable teams, and the Braves. What are you doing? Nothing. So this year, the Braves. You can cry all you want. But Philly, like you said, all roads lead to Philly cheesesteak heaven. There you go.
All roads to the National League pennant go through Philadelphia. All roads to the National League pennant go through Philadelphia.
You know, the Philly fanatic is having a fun time just destroying all those helmets and running over things. And he is
smashing everything.
Mr. Met can't even compete this year. Mr. Met, they're going back to the dugout because
Mr. Met is like Mr. Met's like Edwin Diaz when he gave up that home run to Kurt Suzuki a few years ago.
Yeah, he's just hanging his hands.
When he gave up that walk-off home run to Kurt Suzuki in Washington, which basically propelled Washington to the World Championship that year. Yeah. He's just walking off, hanging his head. That's what Mr. and Mrs. Met are doing. They're walking off, they're hanging their head. Ribby and Rhubarb from the White Sox are hanging their head.
Yep.
And as far as the Red Sox go, Shane asked a very important question. What do they have to do to get their offense going? Bring back the people they let get away.
Yeah. But nowadays everybody's trading for that new talent. They don't want veterans anymore.
They don't want to, and they don't want to develop it. And Shane, let me get you in on this. Why do teams not want to build up their farm system anymore?
Because they'd rather have the quick hit year or two than try to expand for 5-6 years down the road.
Yeah,
I mean that's the easiest answer in the book. They'd rather have the fame now instead of trying to build down the road.
Yeah, they want the instant gratification. They want the instant gratification instead of the long-term investment that could turn to be a real big deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been looking through some of the rumor mills dealing with the Red Sox right now, and one of the thought processes is that there could be a trade made to get Josh Bell out of Miami, of all things, because we don't have a first baseman really right now.
Yeah, I mean, that would be spent. Josh Bell is spent.
Again, look at the owner group of Fenway right now. Look who one of the owners is.
Is it Kraft Cheese?
No. It ain't Kraft Cheese. It's worse. Think West Coast.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Yes.
Happy
that,
Farms.
that clown is part of the ownership group of Fenway.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
nice.
And
I'm
for those of
sorry.
you wondering who I'm talking about, what's our favorite segment on Wednesdays?
Oh no.
Oh.
I gotta go to the
What?
bathroom. Excuse me.
Oh no.
That just made my stomach clench.
Yeah. it is.
Now oh my God.
Now does that explain our
Now I
problem?
know how my wife feels when she was pregnant. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Wow, what descriptions, my friend? What descriptions?
Hey, listen, I say it real, okay?
Jason,
you know
Jason,
me.
you hang around long enough, man, you'll be in for a good
Jason's hung
time.
around long enough to know that I pull no punches and I hold nothing back.
Exactly.
But that's what a lot of these sports shows don't do. They don't they hold so much back and are told to hold so much back. It's not even funny. Even the boys at WFAN are getting hit. Think about how their shows used to be, and then the simulcast came back.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Think about the difference.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say. Although this simulcast is not going to be like the others. I already warned everybody that
we're totally different.
we're going to be way different.
Oh yeah,
we're going to be way different. I mean, but he has a stake in
Fenway ownership. Yes,
I heard about that.
I'm going to lose my breakfast. Oh my God!
I hope you didn't have bacon and eggs for breakfast.
I had sausage and eggs, and they were put on a pizza.
I had blueberries.
I had my oatmeal with a little bit of Slim Fast and some peanut butter, and I make a chocolate butter oatmeal that is so good to die for, my friend. It's so good.
Good.
I might have to.
Let the bad taste in his Snowman about his pizza.
I'm gonna lose something to find out that LBJ has a stake in the Red Sox.
Wow!
Did I hear that correct? Did I hear that correctly, Shane?
And in doing so, he also happens to have stake in some of the football club out in Liverpool and also the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No wonder Pittsburgh Penguins are garbage.
Ouch.
And Signy comes through in the clutch.
Okay, what? Can I say this?
Go ahead.
What the hell does he know about hockey?
I have no idea.
Hockey. It's hockey.
I know it's hockey.
Hockey.
I'm having fun with it.
I know. Hockey puck, you know?
Yes. What the puck does he know about hockey?
Signy comes through in the clutch. This stomach clincher is brought to you by Clearwater Laxative. When you get muddy, Clearwater is your buddy.
I don't think even Clearwater can help me on this one.
How about Pluto water? There you go.
No, oh my God. This is going to take one of my dad's old concoctions to get rid of this pain.
Brahma seltzer.
Something like that.
And
what
of course,
milk of magnesia. There you go.
A lot of that. A lot of that. Oh my God.
It's going to take a lot of
Oh my God.
A lot of Pepto-Bismol and a lot of Rolaids, my friend.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a lot of liquor.
I
gotta hold on a minute.
I'm gonna need some vodka.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Honey,
I have both.
Can you bring home a lot of liquor, please? I just found out that LeBron James, has a stake in the Boston Red Sox.
So now we know what drives Snowman to drink.
Thank you, baby.
Right? So now we know what drives Snowman to drink.
You're gonna have the pink elephant.
Anything dealing with LBJ and him being in the spotlight would drive me to drink.
The new drink, the pink elephant, Pepto and Crown. You know.
Oh!
Crown Pepto.
Peptocrown.
Peptocrown.
Pink elephant or the pink lady or whatever you want to
The
call
pink
it.
elephant. I like the pink elephant.
Oh.
Pepto and Crown. The pink elephant. Oh my gosh.
And there you go. On the rocks. Pepto and Crown on the rocks.
Pepto and Crown on the rocks.
That's
I
it.
think three of those will help me get through learning that news.
Oh,
Dear
yeah.
God.
I've had to
You know
live
what?
with it.
You know what? Build this sumbitch with it, okay? I thought we solved that.
I have to live with this on a daily. Come on now.
And you're happy to be a part of it. Quit your complaining.
No, I'm not a fan of LB. I'm not a fan of LBJ owning the part of the Red Sox. What do you want?
I couldn't believe it when you said LBJ. I thought he was talking about Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Wow.
Lyndon Johnson.
Wrong LBJ. Oh my gosh.
He said LeBron James, and I'm like, holy cow. What next? Carmelo Anthony's going to have a say in some of the teams next?
No, but Lewis Hamilton has an ownership stake in the Denver Broncos.
Oh, God.
We got a break.
Carmelo Anthony has ownership stake in the New York Rangers.
Wait, who has a stake in the Rangers?
No, that would be the next one to come about. I don't know if he does. I don't think he does, but that would be the next thing to come up is Carmelo Anthony has an owner stake with the Rangers.
If Carmelo Anthony ever gets a stake in the Rangers are going to be in the basement forever.
Royal Pink. Yes, Mr. McCarthy.
Royal Pink. There you go. There's your drink. Our drink of the day is Royal Pink. Pepto and Crown.
Pepto and Crown. There you go.
Jason DeCanio joins us every Tuesday as we go from the stretch, talking all kinds of baseball. Thanks a lot, my friend. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Later, Jason.
Pepto and Crown.
Man, the crap we come up with around here.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great?
I like to see the four-letter network keep up with this.
They won't come up with this.
They won't. No,
they
won't. They won't come up. They're too chicken to come up with this.
They're not bright enough to come up with this.
Exactly. Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light-optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody
wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for Monday. Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning is here. 11:06, 6 minutes after the hour. Along with the big dog and Vic Law, Snowman is here with you. You know, I still can't get over that drink.
This is going to be a long hour.
Crown Pink.
Crown Pink or Pink Royal Pink.
Royal Pink.
Royal Pink.
This is going to be a long hour.
I will, since we're talking about drinks, I may as well share this.
Oh boy.
My wife asked me one day, when was the last time you got totally bombed? I'm like drunk, really drunk. Well, the last time I got really drunk, I turned 40.
Okay.
I never told you this, Victor. Here's what happened. I was called to do a football game with the Chicago Mustangs. And I said, all right. I went to the game with the late Mark Farina, and I can't believe I'm saying late when it comes to him.
Right.
I went to the game with Mark Farina, my buddy. We did the game, and he was supposed to take me home, but unfortunately, like me, Mark had some issues with migraines. So I told him, you go ahead, I'll find a way home. Well, the team found out it was my birthday, and they said, why don't you come hang with us, and we'll get you a ride home. Okay. So we went to this little place where the team gathers after every game. And I'm like, okay, what the heck's going on? What the heck's going on here? The food was already laid out. So I'm going, okay, cool. Yeah. Then the shot started.
Oh no.
The first thing that came out, and they came out two at a time, was rum shada.
Oh boy.
What was the hook about rum shada? It tasted like what, ladies and gentlemen? Chocolate. So I'm already doomed.
Yep.
I'm already doomed. They were bringing them two at a time. The rum shada, the tequila, then a beer, and then more rum shada. And I'm eating food while I'm drinking. Then I hear, let's give a round of applause for Snowman celebrating his 40th birthday.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear. Whoever said that on the microphone just signed my death warrant, because the shots really started coming then.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't even shots anymore. They were like full glasses. Rum shada on ice. Like,
oh yeah.
Dear. Like, oh dear. Here we go. Rum shada on ice. Then more tequila. And then more rum shada.
What?
And then more tequila.
What?
Then more rum shada.
What?
Then pizza.
What?
Then a sub.
What?
And then beer.
What?
And then more rum shada.
What?
And the next thing I knew, it was 3 a.m.
What?
I said, how the hell am I going to get home in a drunken stupor at 3 a.m? Fortunately, one of the guys of the team helped and said, I'll get you home. And my drunk ass, I'm like, just give me to the train station. I'll take it from there. No, we're getting you home. I got in the car. I remember getting in the car. I remember leaning the seat back. And I swear I blinked and we were at my mom's house.
You don't remember anything else?
I don't remember a darn thing else. I don't remember a doggone thing else. So I came in the house, put the key in the door. Miraculously, I found where the key goes. I crawled. I didn't walk. I didn't slide. I crawled upstairs to my room. I'm serious. I crawled up to my room.
I know you're serious. That's why I'm laughing.
And I got to the top of the stairs. And I thought my mother would be out cold.
No.
Nope. I got to the top of the stairs and I'm thinking I'm going to turn to my right and I'm going to fall flat on my ass. No. I hear my mother at the last possible millisecond go, did you enjoy your birthday?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm going to bed.
Yes, I did.
Well, what'd you do for your birthday? I'll tell you tomorrow.
I will tell you tomorrow because I do not have the capacity.
I do not have the capacity nor the strength to tell you tonight. So I got in bed and I'm fast asleep. And the next day, bright and early at 7 a.m, I don't know what the hell turned my spider senses on.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear, is Brian awake? And I immediately perk up.
No, he's not.
I'm like, what the hell do I need to be awake for now? Yeah. Nicole decided to make it moving day. And I'm still drunk.
Right.
All the liquor and the food I had not processed. I had to drive from Chicago, Illinois to Gary, Indiana. twice.
Woof.
Twice. So as soon as I hear, is Brian awake, and I immediately perk up, my mom comes flying upstairs. Like, your sister? I already heard, Mom. But you? I'll be all right.
Like, no.
So
No,
I
it's
didn't hear Nicole come up. I didn't hear Nicole come upstairs. I'm like, okay, I have enough time to get the sports board out and distributed, and then we'll go. I got the sports board. I taped my sports board. I edited it, put it together. Took no more than 20 minutes. I fell back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole comes flying upstairs and wakes me up again. I'm like, oh boy. And she's telling me, now this is how you get to the place. Shut up. I know a faster way. But you have to do it this way. I didn't. I flew right down to where she needed to get the U-Haul truck with my nephew in tow. Got there, sat there, waited. Uncle B, wake up. Waited. Uncle B, wake up. Waited. They finally showed up an hour later. And by this point, I'm sweating like a pig because it's 80 degrees. It's humid. I'm still full of liquor. Somehow I helped move all that doggone furniture up 3 flights of stairs into the house. As Shane would say best, woof.
Yeah.
As Shane would say best, woof.
That needs to be a t-shirt.
Way ahead of you, partner. Way ahead of you, partner. Way ahead of you.
Okay, so we're going to talk drinking stories. Okay.
Oh, here's the best part. Here's the best part. I got home. I fell back to sleep. I woke up and I called Victor.
Mm-hmm.
And before I could even say hi to Victor, Victor said, get out of the house and get your ass over here. I did as commanded, and Victor filled me with chicken.
Yeah. Sorry, knew what the situation was.
You know, that's kind of where my story parallels is. I got rid of my complete wastedness with Kentucky Fried Chicken. All right. I'll tell my story. Back in the day, former DJ, former bouncer. I had the night off, hanging out with some friends. Bartender's a good friend of mine, and every time I'm working, he makes it his goal to try to get me absolutely tanked by the end of the night. Typically, it doesn't work. So he did his absolute damnedest on the day off.
Oh, boy.
Now, mind you, this wasn't beer. This wasn't shots. This was pint-sized cocktails.
Oh, dear.
We're talking $12 glasses.
Oh,
dear.
The first one was a Grateful Dead.
Ooh.
The second one, a Blue Hawaiian.
Oh, I had one of those in Jasper, Indiana once.
The third one, Fast and Furious.
Oh, dear.
The fourth one was known as the Diesel. Very strong Bacardi 151 involved.
Oh, jeez.
The last two, and I say last two because he made each one a little bit different, but it was the same base drink, was known as the TKO. I had those fed to me in the span of 45 minutes.
Oh, dear.
All 6 cocktails in 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
I don't remember doing all of this, but apparently I texted a friend of mine to say, hey, come get me. There's no way I'm walking back. Because it would have been like a 15-minute walk from the bar back to my place. Came and got me. He actually drugged my tail end up the stairs to my apartment, sat me on my couch, got the laptop in front of me so I could actually kind of relax a little bit, warmed up a bucket of KFC chicken I had in the fridge, set it next to me, and said, "I'll see you tomorrow." I passed out with the laptop running the DVD set of WWE's Hell in a Cell matches. The chicken was gone. I showed back up to work that Thursday night, and my friend who was behind the bar looked at me like, "How in the blue hell are you not hungover?
Are you standing? Right.
And I'm looking right at him. I grab a Monster out of the freezer, and I said, "Dude,
I don't know.
I don't know how either, but nice try."
I don't know, but I don't care. Oh my God. You animals. You animals.
And you know what he did to congratulate me for surviving that?
What?
My first cocktail of the night was a royal flush.
Oh, dear.
A pint-sized royal flush.
A pint-sized royal flush. Yikes. Oh, dear. Okay. This one was last year when my daughter came over. Now, since my surgery, I basically don't drink at all.
Right.
Understandable.
Well, my daughter decided to say, "Pop, you're going to hold my beer." When she brought over some truly hard flavored seltzers. She brought like a
good
dozen of them. Why did I polish off 2 of them and I got my ass kicked for it? My son was here. My daughters were here. My wife and I were barbecuing. And I wanted a Truly. Got handed a Pepsi instead. Polished off said Pepsi. Went toward the fridge. Daughter beat me there. Gave me a Truly. I tried it. I loved it. I drank it. Y'all thought my son was crazy with the lion dancing and doing the Macarena? After the second Truly of the night,
you were Dunsky.
I thought that came to life. Now, mind y'all, I don't hardly drink in the first place. I got blitzed when I was 40. I had cancer surgery. I don't drink at all, but Cheyenne came over with a ton of Trulies.
Oh, dear.
I swear I was spinning like a top after the first one.
Oh, boy.
And the bad part is we were all sitting there talking about Pac-Man. And the first sound in my mind was... Fortunately, I was not at my computer when that popped in my head.
Right?
Because I sure as hell would have played it.
Oh, boy.
Prepare to qualify.
Man, why don't we just talk old school games before Allison gets here? Allison's due at the bottom of the hour. You're tuned into Snowman in the Morning, and we're just off the rails today.
Yep.
I do.
We're completely off the rails today.
See, I don't think I've ever been like blackout drunk, but I do remember I got really, really close.
All right. What
Let's
do you got?
hear it.
So, New Year's party at my friend Scott's house.
Oh, no. I think I know this one.
You do.
I think I know this one.
Yeah, the thing was that we were supposed to bring something, but we didn't have nothing in the house to cook. I said, "Oh, you know what? There's a Brown's chicken here." So Snowman dropped me off at the Brown's Chicken. I picked it up, walked the rest of the way because it wasn't that far.
Right.
Man, when I tell you, these people thought I had brought in like the Holy Grail.
You did.
Because I brought in a bunch of fried chicken.
You did bring in the Holy Grail. What the hell are you talking about?
The first
when alcohol is involved, that is completely Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Scott said no one needs to leave the house.
Right.
Because we know we getting drunk.
Uh-huh.
And he listened, and you drinking. I'm like, okay, I'll drink. Start off with some beer, and it goes downhill from there.
Oh boy.
Because I started taking double shots of tequila.
All you gotta say is it started with beer.
Yep. Then I started taking double shots of tequila.
Why'd you do that?
And then the Jaeger and Cokes came out.
Oh no.
And then the Jack and Cokes came out.
Oh no.
Then we had the Spike Fago punch with vodka.
Oh boy.
I was drilled. The hour hits and I called my mom and said, I love you. Happy New Year. And my mom said, boy, you are drunk. She called me all the way out. Boy, you are drunk. I'm like,
I got a great story with Victor. It was the first weekend we had worked together at Ho Chunk.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor's like, I really don't want to go all the way home. All right, you're going to crash with me because I lived in Gary. We were zonked out. And it was the end of the weekend. That Monday, I had a message waiting for me from Victor's mother.
Yep.
The message said, and Shane, you are going to get such a kick out of this. The message said, and I quote, "Hello, Brian. This is Victor's mother. I was wondering if you are in possession of my child."
Oh, boy.
I am 25, I think, at this time.
Yes.
I was in my 20s.
Yes.
But this
She said that.
This is the thing about moms. They don't care if you're 20, 30. They don't care if you're 2, 20, or 60. You are still their child.
Yep.
When his mom said, "I just wondering if you are in possession of my child," I fell on the floor. And I called his mom, handed the phone to Victor. Victor's like, "What's going on?" Then his mom came on the line, and I immediately went into my office and cracked up laughing.
Yes.
Victor says, "When did she call?" Apparently she called last night. What were we doing? Sleeping.
Asleep. Absolutely out. Because those games, that particular weekend, those games didn't end till midnight.
Yeah, we had 3 extra inning games apiece.
One was a barn burner that basically was knotted up at like 2 runs apiece for the next 6 innings.
6 innings, yes. One of my games went 12 innings. One of Victor's went 13. We were tired. But for her to say that, I was on the floor laughing.
Because you know your mom would have done the exact same thing.
In a blink.
In a heartbeat.
In a blink. I'm not tripping your mom said that, because my mom definitely would have said the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
My mom would have definitely said the same thing. All right, let's pause for a break. And when we come back, Alison Moran, the token female, joins us next.
All right.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for Monday. Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street y'all done had problems, maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck. You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
33 after the hour. And all right, fellas, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's have some fun. Let's bring on the token female herself, my good friend, Alison Moran. She joins us right now. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you doing, Bri?
Same. Doing fabulous.
Oh, so glad. You're looking fabulous, too.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Always.
Let's begin with something I know you're excited about, and that's the NWSL this Saturday is playing at Wrigley Field. Tell me how exciting it is.
Oh, my gosh. You know, first time ever. Thank Laura Ricketts, owner of the NWSL Chicago Red Stars, for this particular opportunity. Already, we've got more than 25,000 tickets sold. Already, it's going to be at least half full. Lots of supporters. It's going to be exciting. And what's more, they're playing a team. It's the newest team in the NWSL called Bay FC.
Mm-hmm.
Plays out of Oakland, and the thing that's great is that they've already matched up with them this year, and the Chicago Red Stars have become. Really, I would say they know this team pretty well already, and they slaughtered them 2-1 out in the Bay Area. So I'm looking forward to seeing this. They've also got a lot of potential in starters like Mallory Swanson, whose husband Dansby plays for the Chicago Cubs. She's been on that field a few times. I'm curious to see three things. Number one, how they both adjust to playing in the friendly confines, because this hasn't happened before for either team. You know, so how do they adjust to the pitch? How do they adjust to a much bigger playing surface? You know, you don't. I don't even know how they're going to be adjusting it to make it into a soccer field, but they've made it into a football field before with Northwestern every year. So I'm sure that the sod fathers there can figure it out just fine. Two, at their respective levels, you've got the Chicago Red Stars at 5-1-5 and number 6 this season in the standings so far. My concern is that they're going to be somehow confused by all of the rules and things like that. I think they will be ready for it. However, at 5-1-5, I would suspect that they should take nothing for granted. They should be at the top of their game at any time, any moment. You don't want to be humiliated at Wrigley Field. The Cubs can do that pretty easily. Okay, so
shots fired.
Yeah, that's right.
Forget a shot. She just dropped one of my howitzers. I love it.
So the Red Stars, who have every chance, every opportunity to be in this great historic stadium. I'll be very curious to see how this match actually turns out. I'm really looking forward to it. Hoping to be there. Haven't heard back for my credential yet.
I think you'll get it. I really think you'll get the credential. Speaking of credential,
yeah,
there's a young lady named Kennedy Carter who flashed her credential in a brush up with Caitlin Clark on Saturday.
It's all anybody's talking about still, and we're at Tuesday now, right?
I know.
Yeah. I looked at it. I said that was a flagrant foul right away. And what they counted it as a regular foul during the game, upgraded it the next day. Here's the thing. My thought is that Kennedy Carter was brought on to the Chicago Sky because the knock on them for many years has been their lack of defense. They have never had much of a defense since Steph Dolson left in 2021. After that, what do we have? We don't have a good defense, and it's been hard for them. So you bring in the enforcer, the Bob Probert, so to speak. I mean, remember back in the day, you remember Bob Probert, NHL bully.
I most certainly do.
Yes. And I mean, this woman is the Bob Probert. I mean, she was basically kicked off the Atlanta Dream for inciting riots among her teammates, specifically Courtney Williams, back in the day. And then she was traded to the LA Sparks after being suspended by the Atlanta Dream. And they kept her on the bench quite a bit of the time, minimizing the damage, but she still got her licks in. She goes over to play in Turkey last year. And she minded her P's and Q's. She did very well. She averaged 20 plus points a game, got good assists, rebounds. Her record was impeccable. That's what brought her back to the WNBA. Now, she does this flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark, and Teresa Witherspoon, poor Spoonie, has to go and say, she got caught up in the heat of the moment. This is this was bad on the team, blah, 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 blah. She'll do better next time. She'll understand, all this. Okay. The thing that you have to remember is that, yes, all of that is true.
Yes.
And that all these women are actually, I mean, they are in the heat of battle. And if you'll remember that score at the end, it was, 71-70.
71-70.
Yeah. And the Chicago Sky hold the distinction of now being one of the teams that Indiana Fever can beat. And I mean, think about that and the humiliation. Yesterday, Angel Reese decided that she was going to add to the mix to say that, hey, all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Now, my thing about that is, why does that sound like a lot like the Pacers team? Not the Pacers, but the Pistons teams from the late '80s. Bill Laimbeer, Isaiah Thomas, those guys. I mean, that's the attitude I'm getting from it.
Allie and I know about those fights because we've watched and saw the Bad Boys take on the Bulls in the East Finals from in the playoffs, I should say, from '88 to '91, and that was their mantra.
As did I, Brian. As did I. I started covering in about 1989. And so yeah, and I got the privilege when I was an intern of actually having to talk to Isaiah Thomas afterwards, and so I was standing next to Les Grobstein, and he refused to talk to Les Grobstein, the late great Grobber.
Oh man, Les Grobstein.
And he looked over at me, and he says, "What do you like to say, little lady?" And I said, "So how are you going to go prepare? How are you going to go prepare for the next game?" Because the Bulls had just crushed them, and they said, he said something like, "Well, I'm going to go home and kiss my wife and play with my boys, and I'm going to go and get them some. I'm going to go back and play at them real hard next time." Something like that. So sorry if I did a bad Isaiah Thomas, but I'm good for mimicking. But I love, I would say that this is the first time anybody's noticed that there's been trash talking in the WNBA, and there's been physical, aggressive games. That's what makes it exciting. That's why people are coming and watching and spending hard-earned money to get there. And the thing is, as bad as it is, it's good too.
It is.
It is. Because
it makes you excited for the rematch on the 16th of June at high noon. It makes you excited for the second time. It makes you excited when they get together the second time.
And can you imagine the third time when they're matching up at Wintrust Arena?
Wintrust Arena, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, those tickets are now going for something like $600, and $600 to over $3,000 now. It's so unbelievable. A regular match is going to cost you about $40 a piece. Now, these tickets are at high premium. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But in the meantime, go ahead. Go ahead, Brian.
Talk about something Kennedy Carter said when she asked, "What else does Caitlin Clark bring to the table?" Apparently, she hasn't watched enough of Caitlin Clark to know what she brings to the table and why she was the number 1 overall pick this past spring.
What does she bring? This
that was a question.
Rookie of the month. First of all, the fastest to, what was it, at 100 points in the WNBA. Let's just say that Miss Caitlin Clark is the best thing that's happened to the WNBA since I say Candace Parker.
Agreed.
I would say that she's a lot of the reason why people are looking, and she is a lot of the reason because she's taking these hits as a rookie. She's taking them and being gracious about them. She's actually setting a great example for other players. She's setting an example for the kids who are going to be coming up next year. This is the greatness of Caitlin Clark. And the thing is that Kennedy Carter, as much as she is a bully, a trash talker, she needs to also have a little respect, right? She needs to have. She needs to show that respect, but that is not Kennedy Carter's ballywick. Let's put it that way. I'll be curious to see what happens tonight when the Sky go against the New York Liberty yet again, and I will be very curious to see if they make remarks afterwards. Yeah, it'll be epic, and it'll be at Wintrust. So we'll see.
Here's the thing, though. The Sky get a little healthier because Camila Cardoso is now in the rotation. They're easing her back into the rotation. And as you said, Allie, it's going to be interesting to see what trash talking happens before, during, or after the game. Alison Moran joined us here this morning. And speaking of a hit, the Professional Women's Hockey League's inaugural season was a smash hit.
And as I said, Minnesota took it with a shutout, 3-0.
3-0.
With a little unassisted and empty netter to cap it off by none other than their team captain, Orland Park's own Kendall Coyne Schofield. She is one of the most dynamic players that I have had the honor to interview several times over the years. And her perseverance, I mean, she's just a little ball of energy. And there was nothing greater in that I saw than that perseverance and especially the amount of defense. Did you see the game? Did you see the game?
I did.
Oh my God.
She was all over. She was all over the place. She was all over the place.
She was not going to let PWHL Minnesota lose. She was not going to. I mean, her speed is such an advantage, and her fearlessness. And Brian, I don't think you've ever done this. Her baby, her little son, is just 11 months old. She did this after having a baby.
Yep.
She and that little boy and her husband Mike came out onto the field afterwards, or came out onto the ice afterwards, and was sitting in the PWHL Cup, which was designed by Tiffany and Company, by the way, and it was such a moment and even the crowd, which was a Boston crowd at the Paul Saga Center at the UM of Amherst, it was full, and they were polite fans. They didn't boo. They didn't boo Minnesota for winning. They celebrated that moment. And this was so fabulous for women to see the camaraderie, to see all, even after being humiliated on their own ice, that Boston was such a gracious loser. And also, I'm just seeing so many wonderful things with the NWHL, the PWHL, excuse me. I just feel so good about what they started this year, and it can only get better from there.
It can only get better. It can only get better, and it's going to get better. And we're going to be fully involved next year. That's a Token Female with Alison Moran joining us as she does every Tuesday. Always a great lineup from you. Love talking with you. We will do this again next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian. It's always a pleasure to talk. And Droid, thank you for not interrupting me this time.
Thank you, Alison.
Good news is it wasn't Droid. It's the dog that was on this time.
It was Shane this time. It was the dog.
It was the dog. Well, no wonder. Dog, thank you. You are a gem, and I love you.
Look at me bless already.
All righty. Take care, guys.
Take care. Oh my gosh. Always a great time with Alison being here. All right, one more break, and then we're going to go back off the rails and pay some homage to a lot of people. We'll be back.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
We were were always hippies at heart, I guess, and that was one way that we showed it before we became full-time
And we
RVers.
were definitely living small and minimally.
What made us decide to go with Battleborn was everyone from their top leadership team down to their service department helped us so much the whole way through. Our relationship with Battleborn is so much more than business. And me and Dennis love to jam together. We've played together multiple times, and that's been an awesome transition. Be able to learn so much more about the business, also just make some awesome friends.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now.
Call 800-418-8650. Call now.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
And the Boston Bruins lose the game. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
What?
We don't need to hear that until at least October.
Well, you're going to hear it all summer.
Oh, crap.
Want to hear me and the boys continue to go off? Subscribe on YouTube for exclusive content, interviews, and a whole lot more, including us going completely
Now, what's going on with my boy Pat McAfee?
Who cares? We'll hold that to tomorrow. Apparently, he said something he wasn't supposed to say, and ESPN made him walk it back.
I don't know if it was ESPN that made him walk it back or basically Twitter saying you might want to walk it back, but at least he walked it back.
True. Very true.
And they made fun of it during WWE Monday Night Raw last night because Michael Cole introduced him as the ever-controversial Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Well, find the lie.
Yeah, not wrong.
Find the lie. That's all I got to say.
Not wrong.
Y'all have fun today?
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay. Now we'll have Tam close us out. No.
Hell no!
I'm kidding. I don't want Tam. I don't even want to press that button anymore. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Tomorrow, we'll come at you from Indianapolis, Indiana. So long, everybody.
Why did you push the button? What is wrong with you?
Ain't nobody calling me.
Come on, man.
Paging me.